Hey guys, just going to go over a free PDF that I'm going to post in here that you can use for your own help. Maybe you need to look back at what you've done, what you're going to do, what you're, basically everything that maybe you're starting off, maybe you're a seasoned trader and having some not good days, or if you're having a great day and you just need a reminder, those are always good. So right here, we just got a trading plan, and it's basically a different way of looking at stuff that you're doing. It's basically some questions. If you want to fill this out and send it to me in Telegram, be glad to do that. Why am I trading? I trade because I want location freedom. I'll answer a couple of these for you. And then what is my approach? Well, my approach is long, small caps. And then basically I will be doing shorting small caps. I'm trying to do one a day to force myself to see the opposite. I see the opposite. I don't like the slower approach. I like the faster approach. What are my goals? Well, my goals are currently 500 plus a day. If I make a lot more, good. If not, no big deal. I just really want to get it and walk away, because I'm really just trying to do this just to get it down so tight that you can just wake up and make money wherever you are. Otherwise, I've been basically sitting on a tennis court every day, and that's the only way I can make money. So, that's one of the approaches. What markets what are my objectives? My objectives are to make money so I can, live a simpler life. I don't have to sit there and bust my butt like I've done my whole life. What markets will I trade? Well, I'll do the normal small caps. That's what I do. I will start expanding out to options and all that other stuff, so I can have a little less free time, or more free time, I guess. But for otherwise 2 hours a day, that's what I've gotten it honed down to. I know what happens in those 2 hours, and usually the after hours, same play, and also during the day in the afternoon. Some of them go, some of them don't. And when they don't go, they come back pretty hard. So I really just don't like them, because if they don't break out properly, then you're going to get the smash part of it, and that's not what I made all my profit for the morning. What time frames will I trade? I usually trade 1 minute, 5 minute, 1 hour. I do 1 hour for overall look, and lately I've been actually going to the 15-second charts. Remember a friend of mine, said, hey, some other friend of mine does 15-second, and I forgot about those, because when stocks are running fast, that's probably the best way to see if a stock is going to continue or not to continue. What setups will I trade? I trade long setups, anything or reversals and S&Rs. S&Rs support and resistances. I trade certain patterns I like. Those are the setups I like. Those are the setups I've seen repeatable and profitable. If they're not profitable, at least make sure you're trading it 25 times to see if it's profitable. And if you're not charting, please chart. I denied charting for a long time, and when I started charting, I did way better, because I was actually taking some data of what I've done and what I can do move forward. Please, again, send this to me. I'll be glad to I'll read it. And I got a ton of people, but I'd be glad to read it. And also, it's just good for you to actually have it written down. In the long run, it's not my approval, it's not someone else's approval, it's your own approval, and just reminder. How do I find new symbols in markets to trade? Well, every day I'm trading the gap and goes, stuff that is up from after hours or previous day runners. I just look at those because they have the most momentum that can go up, and eventually they will go down. So either way, I think that's the quickest. They're also volatile, or they wouldn't be moving up or down as quick as well. And I really don't want a very slow market. So when I'm trading for 2 hours, I don't want to sit and watch paint dry. So I'm going to pick the runners, and I've learned how to trade them, so I'm good. And if you like slower trades, shorting is good. I'm going to go to that, but I just don't like watching all day. So for me, it's a lot simpler just to get it done in the area I know it. Maybe not take all the moves, because I don't really need all the moves. You just need sections of the moves. I tell people all the time, I just need a hot quarter. It used to be a hot dime. The stocks have been getting a little larger that we're looking at, which is a lot easier. And people go, well, what do you get out of a dime? I said, see this big move? You just need this one little section. And I said, I get these sections. I know all the sections, but I'm just saying, just getting a clean dime is a very smart thing to start off with. If you can't get base hits, home run's not going to come. And when you get home runs, that's just luck. You just went a little bit more. Otherwise, you really just want some certain sections, the meat of the move. So, what are my entry rules? Be specific, so screenshots that will fit your perfect or near perfect setups. I have an entry rule: I don't trade on the first run up. That's probably one of my biggest rules, and that's on any run up. I don't care if it's the second or third run up. I don't need speculation. I need confirmation. What are my exit signals and where should I be taking profits? Well, I use Fibonacci tools and I use those as my profit taking. What amount of capital do I allocate to each trade? Each trade's different. Sometimes if I see a slower moving stock, I really just need to not trade it. But basically, share size is going to matter. If it's if it's $1 stock, maybe 5,000. If it's a $5 stock, maybe it's going to be 1,000. Now, if it's over 10, now I got to start changing up my strategy. And now, if it's over 50, and I like 50s, I don't care about that. You're just going to take a zero away from the zero that's on there. That's the way I look at it, and it could be wrong. How do I manage risk? I always put stop losses. Stop losses are very good. So if my trade plan didn't work, at least I didn't eat the bank on it. And also, I was teaching somebody the other day on Sunday, and they basically just said, hey, I didn't want to lose PDT. Screw PDT. If you're going to lose $1,200 for PDT, you got problems. You cut your trade, you move on, you paper trade when you can. And that's just the simplest thing you do. What is my pre-market routine? I basically look at my images that I trade, and I actually have them visualized for about probably 20-30 minutes before I get out of bed. And when I walk out of bed, I just sit there and go, where am I on those images? It's a very easy thing. And then I go through the gainers and see which ones are running up or down. I don't care which way. I don't mind if they're going down, because down means something's coming up eventually. And if it's going up, then maybe I need to, again, let it to go down a little bit before it goes up to prove itself. What is my post-market routine? This is my post-market routine. Just shooting videos of the trades I took. Also, when I teach, I even see more because I'm looking at it. So just looking at your chart and going, hey, what told me it was going up, or what told me it was going down, or what kind of confluences, what 2 or 3 things that looked like it was up. Was the EMA is vertical? Were they sideways? And then you're like, well, if they're sideways, then it's a slow chop, and I don't trade that. I want it to be a little more vertical when you see trend lines. So that's a big thing. What tools do I use for my trading business? Currently, I use a lot of YouTube. Not gonna lie, I still watch other people. I want to validate what I know and maybe say, hey, there's something else I can add to my routine or add to my process. So I use that, and Webull. Currently, I love Webull. Pretty much is the easiest way because I like bracket trading, and that really changed my life from 3 months of frantic with Robinhood, 7 clicks, and I can't even see the chart, especially for the volatile stock I trade, and you miss the trade, and then you're scared of the trade. But if you can see the trade while you're trading, even on a phone, wonderful product, love it. Robinhood, now I use it as my slow process where I do IRAs and also swing trades, like on maybe a speculative stock, because I don't really like swing trades. I don't mind getting in and out same day. I remember trading CrowdStrike for $60 to $70 one morning, and then I saw it for 300 something the other day. So, I should be swing trading because obviously that would have been a good one, but I like what I like, and sometimes I think when I focus on one product, I get the better product because I've done it so much. I really, really know it. And so that really helps, because if I'm looking around too much, maybe I'm mediocre at a lot of things, or I'm good for the 2 hours I'm on. So that's what I do. Where's the next one? Here we go. What tool? Get that. What is my process for reviewing, documenting trades? I do video. I do chart it. I actually actively are reviewing the trade because I'm sitting there doing my fibs. Now, when I was losing, I wasn't drawing fibs. I wasn't using support and resistances, and I was just being lazy. So really, eventually, I didn't have any exits. And I will tell you, one of the biggest things, if you don't have an exit, I wouldn't enter. Dumb story, you might have heard this story already. We're at some event in Mississippi, and then the lamp looked like it was going to catch on fire. And my wife kept looking at it. It kind of did bother me a little bit. And I just looked over there and said, hey, 20 feet that exit door, or 2,000 people and about 500 feet to that door. That's where I'll be leaving if that problem. And if you'd like to join me, I'm going to grab you. But if you hesitate, I'm going to yank you. And if you slap me, we're still going to get out of here alive. So I still knew my exit plan. Let's say that went, maybe that was her exit plan. And then, oh my God, it looks busy. Well, you look around for another option. Same thing if you're in a trade. Find another option. Worst case scenario, don't trade it. Cash is a great position. Great position. And also a break-even trade. Take it. Just because you're PDT, don't eat it. Because now you're lost capital just to stay in the trade. So that's one. What's another one? How do I work to continue my education? I used to have a rule, 5 videos a day. I'm kind of slacked off on that. I'm probably doing 1 or 2 a day. Continuing education, I'd probably go right back to documenting your trades. What you've done and what you're not noticing on a thing. My wife, I don't know what happened. She was talking about some room and she went through detail of the whole room. And I do the same thing when I go to a business or something. I'm looking at the construction of it, and she's looking at every little flower, every little, oh yeah, she went to a meeting at a law office and all she was describing was this dinner setting. And I'm like, did you go to a law office? And she did, but eventually at the end of the day, she recognized a lot. And if you can just sit there and review and document your trade, you're going to see a lot more than you saw once you take it serious. Discipline and mindset notes. I do put those on my screen from time to time. I have a little stack of 3M notes. If I make a rookie mistake, I used to make them all the time. I'd put that note up for a month until I felt like I've gotten past it again. And I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, about 2 months ago, I made a rookie mistake again, just entering too early. You can get all excited for the first wick, but just let the stock prove itself. You can get really stuck on breakouts or ORBs, which is open range breakout at the open, or you can just get excited with these volatile stocks. There can be one candle suck you in because you're looking at it. And pretty much before pre goes to open, I've already got my 2 stocks tight, and I'm just going with those. And if they don't go, I don't care. Every day somebody's not going to make money somewhere. And again, cash is a great position. All right, discipline, reasons to allow myself to go flat. I don't know. I have let myself go flat on other things, but not trading. Sometimes if it does it, you have to find another inspiration. Maybe go back and look at your children going, hey, I don't want them to work as hard as I did. What else? Go do something new. Somebody else went to a watercoloring thing the other day, and it was quite funny. But they had one of the best times, and you use sand to delineate or dilute the colors, and that was all good information for me because at least I'm going to go start doing small sailing. So my wife told me to go to the driving range, maybe take out some anger here and there. Not that I'm combative, just something different to kind of spice it up. I remember teaching a drummer one time, and he was trying to cancel a lesson, haven't met him yet. And one of the biggest things he did, I said, I can tell you your problem, and if I can tell you your problem right now, I'd have only said 10 words to you, I'll see you tonight. And he goes, well, what's my problem? I said, you're stuck in the same rut, you play the same routine, you cannot get out of it. And he goes, I'll see you at 9 o'clock. And so I went over there and we played reggae. Not his normal drums, just to spice it up and maybe give him some other looks. So eventually all your life you're going to find all these influences that make you who you are. And if you don't have enough, find some more. That's all. All right, my trading commandments, I'll go through that list in the future. But my trading commandments were basically just don't trade the first run up, and I got a couple other rules. But those commandments are basically stuff that's going to make your specific trading setup. Like, let the stock prove itself. Don't trade at this time of the day. I only try to trade the hot hours. And just little things like that are going to really add to you because you're going to hopefully have those reminders. And if you went back here and said, my mindset notes, maybe those are your commandments, putting those around you, doing things to develop those mindset notes. I do a visualization skill on trades before I walk in the room every day. And it's stupid. I can't sleep sometimes. It sucks. But I visualize it so well when I come in here, all I'm doing is just finding the thing I just visualized in another room. So, hey, y'all have a great weekend. If you need any help on any of this, be glad to go over it myself with you, or just send it to me and I'll try to post a copy in here. You probably get on Telegram because I'm going to post it in a link to put it in the thing. So y'all have a great weekend. Thank you.